Hello, everyone, and welcome to the TPL Season 1 Playoff Finals. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm your host, Marcus, and today we have an incredible matchup between our two conference finalists from the Hoenn region. Coached by Matt Soar, we have the crowd favorite featuring Funny Bird, the Florida Barraskewda. And challenging him from the Kanto region, the underdog coached by the one and only Dolphin Squared, is the Red Spark Vikavolts. Both of these teams have had incredible seasons, great runs in the playoffs. Obviously, getting to the finals is a feat in and of itself, but only one of these teams can walk away with the trophy, so I'm super excited to see how this match plays out. Now, we are going to see the leads from both of these trainers, and it is going to be a Quillfish lead from Matt, mirroring his last game, and a Rotom Wash from Dolphin. Now, Dolphin did choose to bring Wash as his Rotom form this game, which I think is a good choice, seeing as Matt has several water types that this will do a good job of checking. We'll see what the two trainers decide to lead off with in their first turns in the finals. This could be some sort of Toxic Spikes lead or a Toxic from the Quillfish on Matt's side, or we could see some kind of switch. We also have the option of a Volt switch coming from Rotom. But it does look like it is a switch coming out from Matt straight into the Drampa, probably anticipating some kind of electric move. Volt Switch is going to come out from the Rotom, and he is going to use this to get some momentum on his side of the field, pick a good matchup for the Drampa, and stick with that. We'll see what he decides to go for here. It might be the Mamoswine. He might have gone for a Flapple or even a Hatchrin switch in here. There's quite a few options for him into this Drampa, which we did see put in a lot of work against Artisan Kane and the Bad Lombres in last week's game. So we'll have to see how Dolphin decides to deal with this. Taking his time here on the switch, obviously has plenty of time to make this decision. Several good options for him. And this is a good position for him to be in, getting the advantageous matchup on the battlefield this early in the game can really help swing the momentum in his favor. Looks like he's checking up on his sets, making sure he knows what he's getting himself into. A very smart and very methodical choice from him. The Mamoswine is going to come out, and I assume this Mamoswine will be able to hit something like Icicle Crash into the Drampa and do quite a bit of damage to that Pokemon. If you're Matt here, you might have to consider switching out the Drampa immediately, just to save its life against this Mamoswine, who is a very powerful wall breaker into these types of Pokemon, especially with Drampa being so slow. Obviously, both teams have the option Dynamax. It would be very early in the game to see that, but it could help to make some things happen here. So we see the Quillfish coming out from Matt. The Intimidate is going to go right into the Oblivious ability on Mamoswine's side of the field, but of course this Icicle Crash is not going to hit very hard into that water type Pokemon, and Quillfish is a fairly physically defensive Pokemon. We see the Black Sludge is going to restore that HP from Quillfish, and now the Mamoswine is in a decent position actually, because it does have ground type moves, and although Matt might not think this, it is not Choice Lock. We saw it had a Focus Sash on it actually, so we could see Dolphin go for an Earthquake here, sort of as a surprise move to try and check that Quillfish. Actually, it is going to be the switch from Matt once again. Matt does like his switches early in the game, trying to keep his defensive Pokemon where they need to be. The Earthquake is going to get eaten up by that Ferroseed pretty well. Very bulky Pokemon with that Eviolite. We'll see if this Mamoswine is rocking something like Superpower that can hit that Mamoswine, or that Ferroseed, pardon me, fairly hard. Looks like it's actually going to be a Dynamax from Dolphin's side of the field. So I would assume that there's a Max Knuckle coming out from this Mamoswine. Of course, that Ferroseed not able to reliably recover outside of maybe Leech Seed because of the Eviolite. Yeah, it is a Max Knuckle coming from Mamoswine, and this is pretty big for him because it will get that as +1 attack on the Mamoswine, who is also rocking a very high attack stat. Gyro Ball going to actually come out from the Ferroseed, do quite a bit of damage with that Steel type stab, right into the ice type. Obviously going to be super effective there. And that Max Knuckle did not do quite as much damage as you would have hoped if you're Dolphin here. If you're using your Dynamax, you really want to be punching through the opposing Pokemon's health really quick with that boosted attack. Of course, Max Knuckle is one of the lower base powers of Max moves. Max Quake gonna come out actually, opting to get the special defense boost instead of another attack boost on the Mamoswine, going for more of a balanced boost spread here. Ferroseed is going to drop. That is the first casualty of this match, going down to Mamoswine, but that is the second turn of Dynamax used by Dolphin, and the Dynamax still hasn't appeared from Matt's side of the field. I think Matt has a few good answers to this Pokemon as well. Barraskewda is what comes to mind immediately, and we will see that Barraskewda come out. This could be a chance for Matt to Dynamax and take that momentum right back from Dolphin. Of course, Barraskewda with that Swift Swim ability, if it's able to get a Max Geyser, it's going to be doubling its speed and increasing the power of all those water type moves as well. Not to mention the weakness that Mamoswine holds to the water type attacks in the first place. If you're a Dolphin here, you might have to consider switching out of your last turn of Dynamax, depending on what the calcs look like for this matchup. And we do see a Dynamax coming out of the Barraskewda on that side of the field, the eponymous Pokemon for this team. Barraskewda is a very, very strong Dynamax user, having a very high attack and speed stat, combined with that aforementioned Swift Swim ability. Has great coverage in its move pool. Not too great in the defensive department, but the Dynamax extra HP helps to make up for that. And the Max Geyser will come in and just destroy that Mamoswine where it stands. Setting up the rain for this Pokemon is huge. We'll have to see what the answer is on Dolphin's side of the field here, because he risks a potential sweep from this Barraskewda right here. It looks like it is Life Orb as well, so that's going to be powering up its attacks even more. So will we see the Rotom or the Togedemaru come out here, or is this a job for possibly the Flapple? Looks like it is going to be the Rotom as the switch of choice. Very intelligent play, as Rotom's only weakness is actually to grass types, and it is unlikely that Barraskewda is going to have a grass type move here. It's going to be a Max Knuckle coming out. Going to hit that Pokemon neutrally and do quite a bit of damage still, and get the attack boost on that side of the field, and that is not what you want to see if you are a Dolphin in this situation. Thunder Wave coming out. Very smart play from Dolphin. Going to use the paralysis to half that Pokemon speed. Of course, Barraskewda is going to be still very, very fast in the rain. And it looks like Leftover is going to come out. Not too much healing on that side of the Rotom. And with the boost in the rain, this Barraskewda should be able to take this Pokemon out. Especially at +1 with Life Orb. Yeah, that thing is going to go right down. And now Barraskewda is sitting at +2 attack. Of course, it is half speed, so once the rain wears out, this Pokemon is going to be a bit slower than maybe some of the stuff on Dolphin's side of the field, but at the moment, it should still be outspeeding a good amount of those Pokemon. Of course, it does run the risk of being Parahax, but that's only a 25% chance. And that was the last turn of Dynamax, so this Barraskewda's bulk is going to be diminishing quite quickly here, especially with the Life Orb chip it's taking. Now, Togedemaru is quite fast, but I believe this Barraskewda will still outspeed it, and it was running that fighting type move, so it will be able to hit this Togedemaru very hard, especially a +2 attack, and with that Life Orb. Of course, Togedemaru does get the Sturdy ability, so it could potentially live one hit here and hit back quite hard, especially being that electric type. But Dolphin does have to be quite careful in this scenario. This Barraskewda is boosted quite a bit, and he doesn't want to risk losing his only checks to this Pokemon too early. Especially considering Matt has another 5 Pokemon in the back. Liquidation actually going to come out into the Togedemaru. The Sturdy is going to help it hold on, but that is actually going to deal enough. Zing Zap going to come out from the Togedemaru. And it is going to revenge kill that Barraskewda. That is huge for Dolphin. The Sturdy ability putting in major work there. And now this Togedemaru should be outspeeding the majority of Matt's team. Of course, it is sitting at 1 HP. Any kind of priority attack will take it out. But of course, we have seen this Togedemaru get plenty of hacks in the past, in previous matchups. So if he just keeps calm and clicks Zing Zap, might be able to sneak away with this win. Reversal actually going to come out from the Togedemaru. That is huge into the Drampa. Super effective into that normal type Pokemon. And boosted by the low HP total. The rain is over, and now we're actually in a position where Dolphin has the advantage here. Running that reversal with the sturdy Togedemaru is such a strong play here. And without that Pharaoh Seed with the Iron Barbs to help check this Pokemon, there's not a lot that Matt has to do here. Intimidate going to come out, be really big into the Togedemaru, who is that physical attacker, and the reversal won't be hitting into this Quillfish very hard, being a poison type. So it looks like finally Matt has slowed down this Togedemaru enough to force a switch here with the Intimidate. But this game is looking very close. Both trainers have lost several Pokemon and used their Dynamax up. Zing Zap is going to come out, looking for the KO, and it is going to kill it even at -1. A critical hit coming out. I'm not sure whether that mattered actually, because it was at the -1 attack and the crits ignore stat drops. So that might have been crucial for Dolphin here. Silvally going to come out. And if you're Matt, this is one of your last threats on your side of the field. It looks like that Silvally might be a fairy type, just judging by the color. Although we don't have a way to confirm that here. Iron Head going to come out from the Togedemaru. Oh my god, and that is going to be a fairy type Silvally. Another crit coming out from Dolphin. Wow, that is super unfortunate to see if you're Matt. The Flamethrower is going to finish this off, but is it too little too late? The two crits doing so much work in this finals game. And that is not what you want to see if you're Matt. Still 3 Pokemon available at full health from Dolphin. And Matt is sitting at that Silvally, and I believe the Cramorant, the Funny Bird, is the last Pokemon on this side of the field. Silvally had a very low life total here. Incineroar going to come in with the Intimidate. If this Pokemon is rocking Fake Out, then it should be able to just immediately take out the Silvally here. However, that's not the most common move to see in a single set, so it might need to take a hit from the Silvally before it is able to get the kill. Actually going to be a withdrawal coming from Matt into the Cramorant, making its debut here in the finals. A Drain Punch going to come out from the Incineroar, not do much into that flying type Cramorant. And it looks like Cramorant is rocking the leftovers here. Likely a more defensive set. We'll see if Incineroar has the coverage to deal with this Pokemon. It does get Thunder Punch as a move. But of course, Cramorant is going to be able to use a water type move here. It is going to be Surf. That is going to activate its ability here. Surf coming into the Incineroar, but that thing is just so bulky. And a Thunder Punch is going to come out from Dolphin's Incineroar and knock out the Cramorant. Of course, that Gulp Missile ability is going to hit back into the Incineroar, lowering its defense stat as well. But now you're Matt and you're sitting there with just a 1 HP Silvally, and you have to think this game is all but over. It may be able to get the kill on this Incineroar, but I doubt whether it can get through the Hatteran and the Flapple still on Dolphin's side of the field. Multi-attack coming in, that Fairy type move is going to hit neutrally into the Incineroar. Is going to take it out, looks like. Now the Flapple can't do much in this situation, so the question is, what does the Silvally have to deal with that Hatteran here? Can the Hatteran take one attack here? That's going to be what this game comes down to. Those two crits making such a difference for Dolphin in this finals game. A Rock Slide going to be the attack of choice from Silvally, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Looking for the flinch here potentially. It's not going to come out, and Dolphin is going to get the Giga Drain off. That is going to be the game. That is the finals over, and Dolphin Squared is going to be your Season 1 champion. The Red Spark Vikavolts taking home the game in the finals. What a match. Incredible job from both trainers, and huge props to Dolphin being the Season 1 champion. Congratulations to him, and I'll throw it back to Baker for the analysis.